The reason why self-discipline is a form of self-love is because when you love yourself, you want the best for yourself. And in order to get the best for yourself, that does require a high level of self-discipline. You are sacrificing today so that you can have the desires for tomorrow. You can have the desires of today tomorrow. So that might look like, for me, for instance, that might look like, everything's $29.99. So it's like, oh my God, it's just $29.99, so I can get it, right? But no, that might look like saying no sometimes to buying things that I don't necessarily need. That might look like not going places that I don't necessarily need to go. It might look like reading a book instead of hanging out on social media. It might look like doing the things that I need to do instead of the things that I feel like doing. It might look like being more responsible. And when I love myself, those sacrifices aren't really sacrifices. They don't really feel like sacrifices. They feel like rewards. You know why? Because when I get what I desire to have, it's kind of like the wait wasn't in vain, so it's exciting, It's like, wow, that actually builds self-confidence. Because you're like, when I achieve one thing, I know I can achieve another. And then that means after I achieve that other thing, I can achieve another, and another, and another. So it's like, maybe I can do those things that I thought I couldn't do. Like, I learned that no one's really special. Everyone is born with the same things: legs, arms, fingers, right? And it's all about what we do with the tools that we have today. It's what we're doing with the moments that we have. It's the choices that we're making every single day that really determines the life that we're having today. If I think about it, the choices that I made have gotten me exactly to where I am sitting right here. If I think about it, and honestly, it required a certain level of self-discipline. And I realized that self-discipline isn't anything. It's nothing when, yeah, I may have missed out on a really badass party. But you know what? I also achieved that goal, that entrepreneurial goal that gained me $100 million in revenue my first 2 years. But it took me sacrificing sleep or time, conversations. But in the end, when I achieved that goal, it confirms that I was worth it. And it confirms that I'm capable of doing things that maybe beforehand I didn't think I was, and maybe even others, So self-discipline is definitely a form of self-love.